I'm Pandora. Welcome to Sew Eco, where we explore how to make clothing and other textile products more sustainable. So I have been working on a couple of projects here. I'm a videographer and photographer, and a lot of the products I buy are made out of nylon. So a lot of these camera bags are very nice. They're very durable. They hold up well in the weather, especially here in Portland where it rains a lot. But they're not really eco-friendly. They're not in the long term sustainable. So after their lifetime is finished, there's nothing you can really do with this. You can't take it apart and recycle the different parts. The only thing that can happen at the end of its life cycle is to go in the landfill, where these plastics and petroleum products will leach into our groundwater. And basically they end up polluting the groundwater and our air. Plastics do outgas, so they pollute the air also. And so my challenge is to find a new way to make these types of bags where they'll be sturdy, durable, weatherproof, all around, good products to use. Now there are some bags out on the market that are cotton bags. Cotton bags are great. I love cotton. This is a thick duck canvas cotton. But they don't have the structure that people like, and they're not really waterproof. So you can actually get products to put on the canvas. Some of them are synthetic, which kind of ruins the effect of being able to compost this bag. There are some natural products that I haven't tried yet, so I will experiment with some of those. Now about the structure, this bag, I really like using it. I do also like bags with structure, and this doesn't have that. Now this I went to buy from one of the main stores. It was on their website, and it had not come in yet, and then they canceled it. They canceled the order from the company, and so I had to go directly to the company to buy it. And I suspect it's because the bag didn't come out as they wanted it to. It's a little bit for a big bag, it's a little bit floppy for what most people like. I do like sometimes a floppy bag because it will just lay across you like this and be nice and form-fitting. Okay, so that's something for me to explore more, is finding the different products that can go on a canvas bag to make it waterproofed. Now, we don't always want to carry a waterproof bag. Sometimes it's just a little bit more bigger and bulkier if it has that kind of fabric on it. I like things, that are light cotton sometimes. And so it would be nice to have light cotton bags with maybe a waterproof cover that you can put over the top of it. So I've been experimenting with making some canvas camera bags, and these are all organic cotton. Even the straps are cotton, and then it has metal hardware because metal is recyclable. So that's one. This one would be great for summer use or when it's not raining. It's not waterproof, but a cover could be made that goes over the top of it. Now, why would I want to make a plastic cover when that's still going to be plastic that's kind of polluting our environment? one, if you get a plastic that's recyclable, you can put it in the recycling bin and have it recycled. It can only be recycled so many times, so you don't want to use this, unless you have to. But I'm looking into it to see if it is the most eco-friendly option. So I am making plastic bags that would be for camera gear. This bag is a standalone bag, but I'd like to make bags like this and have just the plastic cover go over them, so the bag would go in it like this. So the bag would go in, and then the cover would just be basically a cover. So this is the first bag that I made that was plastic. Not my favorite material, but I'm exploring that option. I made this bag with cotton thread. Now normally you would use polyester thread, but I want to make this as eco-friendly as possible. I also didn't use a lock stitch, so this thread can be pulled out by just cutting a few threads and pulling it. Therefore you can pull the thread out and then put the plastic in the recycling bin. So for someone who, is enthusiastic about reusing everything they have, recycling as much as possible, this might be a good bag for them. Then it has some metal hardware. The strap is also cotton and not nylon. So that's one of my first options I've come up with for some sort of camera bag that would be waterproof to put your camera equipment in. You might make different spots in the bag for different things. For instance, it could have an insert in the bag that would be of fabric. Probably it would be the whole width of the bag and would have different compartments all the way down to put your camera equipment in, like lenses and things. Be similar to this lens bag here. So you might have a couple of these in there, or it might be one continuous thing across that just has dividers in it. You would then put your lenses and other camera equipment in like that. It would also add some structure to a bag like this. Okay, so this is plastic that I just got at my local fabric store. You could also use reused plastic, so I have been collecting some plastic bags at home to be able to cut these apart and sew them together to make maybe some plastic covers that could go over the top. Another experiment. Structure. How do you make a good structure on a cotton bag? So they do tend to be like little floppy like that. So I've been working with different things. This one has actually cardboard in the bottom. And the way that I did the corners like this gives the bag a little more structure. It actually needed more, so I decided to cinch the bag up and give it some structure across the top. This one is with a similar design. This bigger bag here, it doesn't have a hard thing on the bottom. I might add one, but I'm trying to use a rounded shape to give it more of a structure that might stay. So there's that bag. This could also be with a wire frame on the inside, so a wire purse frame to kind of keep the structure on the outside. You might also want to use cording to make that a little bit stiffer. Okay, so that's my thoughts and ideas today on building bags that are more eco-friendly, that are more waterproof. These could be everyday bags, they could be camera bags, And I invite you to go and explore creating more eco-friendly fashions for our world. Now, if you like this video, please consider subscribing to our channel.